Hey everybody, happy Friday, you made it! And I made it too, and it's been a week. But man, it's summertime, it's Memorial Day weekend. This is, life rolls on, you know, we're doing it, we're making our way. Guys, I really loved answering some questions. Like, this is a thing that I look forward to all week now, and I never expected it. And I go, holy crap, I'm happy to answer these questions as much as you guys want to ask. I really am loving this. If you have questions for me, put them in the comments or send me a direct message over on Instagram, and I'm happy to take a crack at them. But today, I'm looking at one I got last week, and it says, I am planning on leaving my very toxic practice after 5 years. What do you do about the guilt and concern about leaving your clients who you've been working with for years and years on their pets' chronic conditions? All right, so let's talk about this, because I see this a lot. So this is one, and you say, I'm going to leave this toxic practice, but I've been working with these patients, and I love these patients, and I feel like I'm letting them down if I go. I see that. Number two, I see, hey, I'm the head technician, or I'm the practice manager, and this place is toxic, and I protect my team, or I am the associate vet who cares about the team, and if I leave, the team is going to get all the abuse from up top, or they're going to get really beaten up by this toxic person, this other toxic doctor, this practice owner who's kind of a tyrant, and I shield them from that, and it's awful. But if I leave, then they're going to get that abuse, and I feel horrible that I'm letting them down, and I can't do this. Guys, I talked to a veterinarian who reached out because this is a couple months ago, she reached out, she's out on maternity, and she's ready to come back, but she needs to come back part-time because that's the only childcare that she can get, and her life circumstances is set up, and like she needs to come back part-time, and her practice was like, no. You have to come back full time. And she's worried if she quits that the other doctor she works with who's been having some serious depression and like burnout stuff is just won't make it. Just can't take it, because if she goes, then I'm going to be leaving this other doctor who's really struggling, and they're going to get all the burden from this practice that needs 2 doctors. And I can't handle that guilt. And guys, I hear this all the time. And I'm so glad this person wrote. And I just want to talk to you guys about it for a second. Listen, it is not a reasonable thing to ask you to sacrifice yourself in a toxic environment for the sake of others. And so I'm going to say it again. It is not a reasonable thing to ask a person to sacrifice themselves for a toxic environment. If you were the person who was being shielded, you would not ask this doctor, this technician, this practice manager to stay and make the sacrifices that they're doing, right? No one called on you to be a martyr. That's not a realistic, reasonable thing for someone to expect from you. You have got to put your own oxygen mask on. You have got to take care of yourself. That's all that you can do. Be open and honest and supportive. Be a good person. Live your values, right? Live your values in practice. But guys, at some point, if you're in a toxic practice, you have got to go. And you have got to be okay with that. And so let me tell you this. If you are this person who wrote and you're like, how do I get over this guilt? The truth is you have got to do what is best for you. Because when you go, here's what's going to happen. When you go, the clients that you have worked with, right, those patients, they are going to be grateful for the time they had with you. They are going to be grateful for the time they spent there, right? And when you're that manager who's shielding the staff from toxicity from above, when you go, people will be grateful that you were their boss and you looked out for them. And when you're the associate vet who goes because you need to go because the practice is not going to work with you now that you're trying to come back, you got to go. And they were lucky to have you, and I hope that you were happy there up until the point where you had conflict, and I hope that you got some good things out of this, no matter what. I hope you learned as a doctor. I hope that being where you are now is where you're going to need to be for great success and joy in the future. A lot of times we go through dark places, and that's what gives us the power to excel on the other side and to unlock the future that we need to have. So that can be good. But the people who you leave should be grateful that you were there, right? And that's it. You're not, and you can't be beholden to others. Like you have to do the best, right? So you're going to leave. They're going to be grateful for the time they had. And here's the thing is you're going to go somewhere else and you're going to serve more people and you're going to stay in this profession because you took care of yourself. It's amazing how often I see people and they say, I can't leave because I can't leave the other doctor or I can't leave the clients. And then what happens? You know what happens? They burn all the F out and then they quit and they never work again in practice. And I say, God, think about the long-term benefit you could have done if you'd taken care of yourself and left and gone somewhere else and the huge amount of good that you will do. And now think about all the clients that you're going to see and you're going to build those relationships with. Think about all the clients in the future and all the pets in the future you're going to be there for, right? Think of the other doctors that you can support because you stay in the game, because you don't burn out, because you don't quit, right? Think of the other teams that you can leave. And you leaving, guys, a lot of times it's the best thing possible. And we feel guilty because we go, I can't leave these other people. And the truth is, yes, you can. And if you do, it might be the slap in the face that the practice needs to get their stuff together. And I'll talk to the manager who is shielding her team. When you leave, it may be the slap in the face the owner needs to go, oh my gosh, I need to make some changes here. Or maybe, most likely, it won't. And you know what will happen then? Your team will go ahead and say, well, she's gone, and I'm not going to put up with this. And so I'm going to go somewhere else. Guys, oftentimes when we get in these positions, we say, this is a horrible situation, and I feel guilty leaving. Look, let me tell you what's really happening. What's really happening is you're in a shitty situation, and everybody feels it, right? It's not that the people around you are happy either. They all feel it as well. And you staying there and sacrificing yourself, all you are doing is perpetuating the shittiness of this situation. And the best thing, if you say, I'm not taking this, right? I didn't sign up for this. It's not a reasonable thing to ask me to carry this burden. I'm not going to do it. And then you walk. And the other people are either going to step up. Someone else can step into this role. They can emerge as a leader. It is going to be the slap in the face that the higher-ups need to make changes to how the culture is working. Or they're going to go ahead and they're going to leave as well. But this crappy situation that you're martyring yourself to, that you're sacrificing for, it should not be sustained. It's better if it breaks all the way down and people have to make significant changes. And so that's honest to God what I believe. And so if you're having these thoughts and you're like, this is toxic, this is breaking me down, but I can't leave because I can't let the team down. I can't leave because of the clients. I can't leave because of the other doctor. I'm here to tell you, you need to put your own oxygen mask on before you help other people. And you doing everything you can to keep this crappy, broken system that you're in going for another 2 years. It ain't worth your health, and it ain't worth your life. And so go and do what you need to do. So I want to read you something, because this came in a couple of days ago, and it really meant the world to me. This is the doctor that I talked to about her needing to stay when she felt like she wasn't being supported, but she didn't want to leave the other doctor in a lurch, and she felt horrible guilt. And she felt horrible guilt because work ethic is one of her core values, and she says, I'm not a quitter. And I said, you've got to take care of yourself. And we talked through that, and she wrote to me, and she said, Dr. Rourke, you helped me a few months back when I was working up to give notice at my current job. You took time out of your busy schedule and taco night grocery store run to talk to me, and I am forever grateful. I did. I was in the grocery store. It was taco night. I had to get home. And so I saw her message, and I just said, can you call me? Because let me just talk to you while I'm getting groceries. And that's kind of how this happened. My last day at my current job is Friday, and I'm taking a week at the beach and then coming back to start my new job. Over the past 2 months, my health, both physical and mental, has dramatically improved. People around me have made comments on how happy I am. I can't wait to get to my new practice. I just wanted to let you know how much you made an impact on me. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, that's that. I'm reading you this because you can be that person. If you're that unhappy now, go and find a place that you're going to be happy. Take care of yourself. Play this game for the long term. Take the skills that you learned, be grateful for the lessons you learned about what to do and what not to do, and go on. And you're going to get to a better place. But you do not deserve You do not deserve to be miserable. You are not a martyr. No one is asking you to sacrifice yourself for your clients or your boss or your coworkers. That's not okay. That's not a reasonable thing to ask you to do. So set that guilt down and take care of yourself and do good in this world and enjoy your profession, right? You've got a responsibility to yourself and your family to be healthy and to do good and to be happy, right? That's what you should work on. You don't have a responsibility to anybody else. Guys, take care. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a great Memorial weekend. I love these questions. Shoot me some more in the comments for sure. And I'd love to keep doing this. So I'll plan to talk to you guys soon. Be well. Bye.